Today on Crater Finders, we're going to discuss hill divots. A lot of the early big meteors crashed into seas, so that splashed the water out and made a crater, although crater surface bowls do not have to be even parabolas. They can be very rough inside, so that also confuses people about they're in a crater. Now this hill drops off kind of steeply. There's two disconnected hills and they both have a back slope on the crater inside face. Now this divot over here is small, and it appears to also be a sinkhole. Sinkholes and craters go together. Caves. You can see how it divots in right there sharply. But we're going to progress down the hill in this section of slope divots and show this backwash progression. This would be the way the inrushing wave would have come over the rough surface of the inside of the crater. Of course, that blast hole in the crater wall, and now a river runs out through that hole, which is also a way to find the crater area. Rivers tend to find your crater inner rim for you. This particular crater has the Elk River and the Richland Creek both defining its inside perimeters till they meet and then go out the craters in the south and into Alabama. Now we're going to cross a logging path, so that's been disturbed. But you can get the dune feel to this undulating hillside surface, rather atypical. And the other side of the hill just has a normal hill slope. It's only the inside face that makes this dune type undulating pattern. And here's a real key. You know, for a hill this small to have this many cave-in surfaces would be a little over the top, especially since the other side doesn't do it. Just one side does this. And then a pattern that rises up against the slope of the hill is just not normal. This was caused by the backwash wave splashing over, forming out this big divot area here, and the extent to which, you know, it's sloping back, you know, is quite a lot. And there's your level. in the pattern crest and drops off quickly here. Also, when you consult the geology map of a crater, from the top of that hill down to the bottom there, you go from the Mississippian Fort Payne Chert all the way down through the Devonian, through the Silurian, into the Ordovician. Now that's quite a bit of geology in such a short distance. That in itself really is highly indicative of a blasted out crater. I mean, in a area like this in Middle Tennessee, you're not looking at a tectonic mountain uplift. This needs a explanation. Another crest up there. And that's it on today's identifying crater landforms.